SEC college football championship games, like everybody was watching this game. So if they could translate that to the WNBA, that would bring a lot new eyeballs to the WNBA, who's trying to negotiate a new media rights deal.
And however, I can understand if the story was on ESPN, but it was on CNN.
On CNN, yes. Yeah, you're right. I can't.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
There's still, even though this young lady got up there and I'm not the biggest Emmanuel Acho fan.
I don't know who that is.
Is a former football player. He has those uncomfortable conversations, whatever videos on YouTube. But his take on this, if I see him on the street, we're gonna have words.
Okay.
He said, in sports, you can't act like the big bad wolf and then cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog in response to her press conference, where she did tear up. A lot. Her teammates defended her. That made her cry. Her telling her story, she teared up. First of all, don't ever call that a young woman like that a dog. That's number one. That's you already. And then her quote unquote acting like the big bad wolf. What she said was, I'll take the villain role. I'll take the hit for that. But I know we're growing women's basketball. She didn't make herself the villain. The media did that. They decided Caitlyn was the darling and she was the villain. Now, there's sexism in that for sure, but it's also a very racist picture.
Yes.
Okay.
She's the white girl from middle America.
Right.
And never mind the fact that Caitlyn Clark got a lot of trash talking and bravado and theatrics in her game.
All of it.
They're the same player. But yet, then again, going back to that argument that I made earlier, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird were the same players, the same people. They were both Midwestern boys that played the basketball game the same way. The media, that's the reason why I was talking about the bigger conversation. The media painted this white-black thing. Caitlyn Clark and Angel Reese have both said, yo, I mean, yeah, we are competitors in the court. I want to beat her, but we're not, I don't like hate her or nothing like that. I'm like, she's dope. She's dope. She got game. You know, it's like, what are you doing here? Yeah, I want to beat her. We're rivals on the basketball court. We're not rivals in life. And you saw there was a line while watching this LSU Iowa game where white people were rooting for Iowa and black people were rooting for LSU. Now, black people were rooting for LSU and holding our nose at the same time, because we don't like Kim Mullarkey, the head coach of LSU. That's a whole separate conversation.
A whole other conversation, yes.
I was like, I want LSU to win, but I want Caitlyn Clark to ball out because this young woman has so much pressure put on her. All she want to do is ball and play games, right?
Yeah.
But she's got all this media attention, all this pressure to hold up an entire race.
Yeah.
To hold up an entire race. And I don't fault white America for looking at her and wanting to hold her up. And this is the reason why. When somebody comes into a sport and they're in a minority of that sport, meaning that there aren't a lot of white basketball players that are dominant. On the female side, on the women's side, there's a lot more than, let's say, the men's side. But overall speaking, black people tend to dominate basketball. So when there's a white person that is really good, i.e., a Larry Bird, i.e. a Caitlyn Clark,
they become the great white hope.
But you know where there's a common or there's a equal comparison to that?
What's that?
Black people and Tiger Woods. Because when Tiger Woods started dominating in golf, black people was out there buying what do you call them?
Golf clubs?
Yes. I don't know why that slipped my mind right now, but they was buying golf clubs. They weren't even buying the right golf clubs. They was buying irons when they were supposed to be buying tees. They was buying putters when they were supposed to be buying wedges. Like they was just out there playing golf. Didn't know the rules. They was just out there playing golf because Tiger Woods playing off. And you're proud of somebody
Yeah.
that looks like you, kind of, that looks like
Mhm.
you. That's if you like that clip, go ahead and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to catch up on all of our latest content. Don't forget to hit the notification button when you do subscribe so you can get updated every time we release content. We release content every day, whether it's an actual show or clips from the shows. So go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. Also, don't forget our Patreon page where you can find our Talking Straight-ish and After Hours Uncensored episodes. That's patreon.com/unsolicited perspectives. But once again, thank you again for listening to Unsolicited Perspectives. I'm your host, Bruce Anthony, and I'm going to catch you next time. I'll holla.